Good morning, good afternoon, everyone. It seems like some people are still joining us. Wonderful. Thanks for joining us today for our Marketing Cloud Account Engagement 101 webinar hosted by Belmar Consulting. My name is Caroline Light, and I have a few other Belmar teammates on the call who you'll hear from shortly, but here's a brief intro of who you'll be hearing from today. So we have Tom Kadota, who is our solution engineer. We have Laxinder Singh, who is our Director of Delivery, and last but not least, Parul Kansal, who is our Salesforce Consultant and Marketing Cloud Account Engagement Specialist. So if you don't know Belmar, we are a Salesforce Impact Partner that specializes in supporting organizations on their Salesforce journey. So whether you're an existing Salesforce customer or you're brand new, we can help you at any step of the way. I'm really excited to be here today with my colleagues to chat about how Salesforce Marketing Cloud Account Engagement can enhance your organization in many capacities. All right, so without further ado, I'd like to turn it over to our solution engineer, Tom. Tom, please take it away.
Perfect. Thanks, Caroline. For today's agenda, folks, we're going to go over a couple of things. I won't spend too long on my portion of things as the main show is going to be hosted by our Director of Delivery and our MCAE consultant, Laxinder and Parul. But we're going to go through a couple of things first. First of all, we're going to do a brief introduction of what is Marketing Cloud Account Engagement? What does it offer here? And then we're going to go into unlocking the key benefits, go into some best practices of implementation if you or your organization is looking to adopt a new email marketing tool such as MCAE. And then we're going to hop into the live demonstration as well. And after that, we'll kind of raise some gotchas or some common challenges that some folks might face when implementing or leveraging Marketing Cloud Account Engagement. So in this world, there's a ton of marketing tools out there. Of course, you may be wondering, what is Marketing Cloud Account Engagement? We'll be referencing it as MCAE for today as well. Essentially, Marketing Cloud is a email marketing automation platform that allows organizations to engage with a variety of groups of constituents, essentially supporting multiple teams in there. The cool thing about Marketing Cloud Account Engagement is that it is partially built on the core Salesforce platform, but is also partially kind of its own architecture as well. And of course, it is fully integrated there. It is owned by Salesforce, so just keep in mind, but it does operate as its own entity. But as I mentioned, it is still partially built on platform. So who is it used for? As I mentioned, it's used for a variety of purposes. The main use case here is, newsletter or campaign sends for your marketing teams or your specific teams there. Fundraising teams can use it for, when they want to automate donor journeys, track engagement, and identify like high potential donors or volunteers, things like that. Other communications teams who want to send more personalized content to different audiences like donors, volunteers, or alumni. Marketing teams can also use it to automate their campaigns, score and grade leads, and then, of course, passing qualified leads onto their sales teams as well. And with those sales teams, they can have better visibility into which leads are most engaged and into which content. And of course, from that, you can all leverage that data into meaningful insights for your organization. Hope that gave a good and brief overview of what Marketing Cloud Account Engagement does and what it is used for. But of course, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into that. And I'm going to pass it off to our Director of Delivery, Laxinder.
Now, when we talk about the benefits and the use cases for it, most commonly we use it to see, can I generate leads? Can I track leads? Can I create user journeys? How easy or difficult it is to create an alignment between sales and marketing? How easy can I create some email templates, or is it going to be difficult? So we have taken a few criterias and compared a couple of tools that are available in the market for the same. So in terms of lead management, I would say Marketing Cloud Account Engagement has built-in lead scoring. For HubSpot, it is a feature available in the premium. tier, and then in MailChimp, it is not supported. In terms of integration with Salesforce, all of these tools do support an integration natively. And in terms of sales and marketing alignment, in Salesforce, you have real-time activity, but yeah, and in HubSpot, it works best with HubSpot CRM as well. With MailChimp, it is set to sync at certain intervals. In terms of automation power, as Tom said, because it uses partially the Salesforce platform, partially its own platform, the automation power that it presents in terms of creating journeys, branching logic, supporting complex workflows is tremendous. If you have a complex use case that requires a complex automation, you need not shy away if you have Marketing Cloud account engagement. It works really well for moderate to complex workflows as well. Whereas other tools, they work well with simple to moderate ones. Say Marketing Cloud account engagement has the capability to support moderate to complex workflows as well. In terms of reporting and attribution, it is not gated by a planned level. It is not gated by simple open click stats, which is something that other tools offer. But in this case, you get multi-touch campaign influence, real-time metrics, customizable return on investment metrics, etc. It also gives you a thorough detail of click-through rate, who clicked where, as my colleague Parul will show you in the demo, which for other tools is quite a limitation. In terms of customization and flexibility, because the tool is so powerful and can support complex workflows and automations, along with giving you some real-time analytics, you can have dynamic content in there. You can have custom scoring, advanced form handling. All of these capabilities are present in Marketing Cloud account engagement, which can be a little bit challenging for other tools to meet. Thank you. Now I'll pass it to my colleague Parul.
Everyone, we'll start by talking about the best practices for implementation. Well, by following these 6 to 7 points, you can make the most of MCAE. You want to start by knowing your audience and building with purpose first. So before you touch a template or build a list, you should pause and ask yourself, who am I talking to? What do they care about? This will help you to build smarter segments and craft messages that tailor to your audience. Also, you don't just want to copy what you did in your old legacy system. You want to build with your current goals in mind. Secondly, you should start designing a strong preference management strategy. Well, your preference center isn't just a page. It's your audience way of choosing how they would like to hear from you. So you want to make sure it is well included in your emails. That will help you support consent management and compliance and preserve your audience. The next one is really important. You want to build emails that people actually want to open. Well, email design and details matter more than what you think. A strong subject line, clear from name, and recognizable sender address drive the open rates. So you should use branded email templates, simple layouts, and clear CTAs to avoid anything that feels like spam. The next one is planning the automations that scale. Now, great automations don't have to be complex. You can start small by building your very first journey and nurturing it step by step. You can start like testing your content using A/B testing and scale with reusable templates as well. It is very important to keep things organized and documented, as well as follow the consistent naming as well. The next one is collaborating with sales will define the success. Well, marketing and sales needs to be aligned right from the beginning. You should work together on lead scoring, grading, and what make a sales leads ready. It will help you track meaningful KPIs like conversions and pipeline contribution, and not just the open rates. Other one is keeping your MCAE instance clean and compliant. A clean database always leads to better performance as well as deliverability. So you want to make sure you monitor your mailable limits and clean up your unengaged prospects on the regular basis as well. You should use bounce handling and suppression lists to avoid sending to bad addresses. It is very important to stay compliant with GDPR by tracking consent and honoring opt-outs as well. The last one is leveraging the tools when you're ready. When the basics are working well, take things to the next level. You can start using custom redirects and page actions to track high-value clicks. You can also start regularly auditing your scoring rules and field sync settings to keep everything running smoothly. So in short, by focusing on right strategy, clean data, and smart automation, you can turn MCA into a powerful engine for engagement and growth. You should start like small, stay consistent, and build with your audience in mind, and you will see the ultimate results. And now we are going to show everything in action via a live demo as well. So during the demo today, we'll cover how to navigate to MCA, how are prospects created in MCA and their sync with Salesforce, how you can create the segments, send the emails out, your preference and unsubscribe page, as well as tracking the metrics as well. So I'm going to jump into Salesforce now. So when you land into MCAE, this is the very first page that you're going to see, which is your dashboard. Dashboard gives you an idea about number of prospects created, converted, or the number of opportunities created as well, your marketing calendar, as well as any prospects that are ready for review, along with any companies that are identified via your visitor records. Prospects is basically individuals who have shared email address with you for the marketing purposes. This can be your leads, contacts, person accounts, or your new subscribers as well. Campaign is basically a collection of marketing activities such as email and automations grouped under a common initiative. Campaigns can be used to track email engagement as well as track who has been targeted. The next one is automations. Automations, for example, your engagement studio and automation rules help you drive repeatable actions based upon prospect behavior or data, like sending emails or notifying the sales, creating the task record, etc. Page actions are used to take certain actions based upon if someone visited a certain page. And the segmentation list is basically all idea behind the marketing. It helps you organize your database into targeted lists based upon behavior, demographics, etc. as well. Other one is account engagement email. This is the out-of-the-box email builder, which helps you build email templates, send the emails out, schedule them if needed, run your A/B testing right from here, as well as customize your preference pages, as well as unsubscribe page. If you see Engagement Studio here, this is used to nurture your prospects and which is used to also build journeys as well. Email template is the Lightning email builder that can be integrated with account engagement as well. This helps you to build emails using drag and drop functionality. Content is the place where all of your assets are stored. It could be your forms, form handlers, layout templates, dynamic consent, and so on. Account engagement reports is also like out of the box reports that can be used to track the metrics, for example, your email metrics, campaign metrics, etc. Reports can be used as well to build reports directly in Salesforce using the marketing data. And the last one is account engagement settings, which will be accessible mainly by your marketing admins to manage the backend settings. For example, your connector settings, building new fields, managing your domains, or running, creating the users, accessing the recycle bin, etc. So we will dig into how the prospects are created in MCAE and what things you can do in MCAE. So first of all, whenever you create a contact record, so I'm going to go to Context tab here. Sorry, it's just a little slow. Okay, so whenever you go to the contact record here, and you fill in the contact name along with your email address is required in MCAE. Otherwise, the prospect will not sync to, or the contact will not sync to MCAE. So as soon as you fill in the contact name and email address, it will automatically create a prospect record in MCAE. Just for the purposes of demo today, I have already pushed it to MCAE only because it takes 2 to 4 minutes to sync, for sync to take place. So if you go to Prospects tab here, you'll see we have a prospect record created called Rachel Crane. On the prospect record, you can track various things. For example, the basic information like name, email, company, and also source campaign. I just want to put some light on source campaign here. Now, the campaign and source campaign are two different ideas here. Source campaign in MCAE basically tells you how this person landed an MCA or in your marketing platform. For example, for this one, this is synced from Salesforce or pushed from Salesforce to MCAE. So that's why I have set the source campaign as prospect synced from Salesforce. So as a marketer, let's say if you have subscriber forms hosted on your website, we can say, okay, submitted the subscriber form. Then you will know, okay, this person landed up in MCAE because they submitted a certain form. Other information is also tracked. For example, their mailable status, if they are mailable or not. Their score and grading and who the assigned user is. Additional fields, for example, these are more of like the standard fields, for example, their address, annual revenue, etc. And this all will be synced from Salesforce as well. Your prospect activities will be tracked under this tab here. It could include, for example, we sent the email, someone opened the email, if they click the link in the email, or even if they submit the form. So any kind of prospect activities will be tracked under this area. And you can also build custom fields to drive your segments. We'll come to sync in a second, come back to sync in a second as well. The other things I want to highlight is the audits tab, which can be used to see what is changing at the prospect level. For example, assignment is changed to my user here, or the first name was earlier blank, now it's changed to Rachel. And you can even see the list they are included in. And we will come back to list in a second as well. Now we have this prospect record created. Next, we'll see how this prospect syncs with Salesforce. In MCAE, we can set sync in 3 different ways. It could be Salesforce to MCAE. It means whenever a change is made in Salesforce, it will reflect in MCAE. Or it could be the another way around. That is, whenever a change is made in MCAE, we can sync it back to Salesforce. It could be the most recently updated one as well. So whichever org is with the most recent update, it will reflect in the other org as well. In a case, let's say we have a field called month of birth. Now, this month of birth field exists in Salesforce as well. The other cool thing is you don't have to go back to Salesforce and find Rachel Green's record. You can click on this cloud icon, which can directly take you to the contact record in Salesforce. Now we have a month of birth field here. Let's say we want to send the email to individuals whose birthday fall in June. So we'll set the month of birth to June for this one. And again, the sync will take 2 to 4 minutes. So I'm going to click sync with CRM button here, which will sync this prospect right away. And you will see this month of birth field is populated. After that, we have our prospect record ready. Next, we want to send the emails out. Before you send the emails out, you need your targeted list of individuals whose birthdays fall in June. So you can build lists in separate ways. There are static lists in which you can add or remove people manually, or add or remove people from that list using automation rules or segmentation rules, which are basically like applying certain rules that add people to the list. Or you can use dynamic lists as well. Dynamic list comes with defined set of rules. If someone meets the criteria, they will be added to the list. If someone doesn't meet the criteria, they will be removed from the list. So let's see how to create this dynamic list. So we'll expand this segmentation and go to segmentation list. Okay, you'll click on add list. You just want to give it a name. So I'm going to say June birthdays, and we'll select dynamic list. And after that, you will be prompted to set the rules. For example, in our case, we know month of birth is a field, and we want to target people whose birthday falls in June. So we are going to say a prospect custom field, month of birth is June. And all you will do is click run rules. It will take some time and populate this list. So you see, this is very simple to create a list of people who you want to target. And as soon as the list is processed, you will see people will be added, just like July birthdays list here. They will be added to the list in this way. And if you go to the prospect record, you will see here like they're part of a dynamic list as well. We have our prospect ready. We have our targeted list. The next we want to do is actually send the email out. To send the email out, we need an email template. So you can come to this email template tab here. I'm going to show you the Lightning Email Builder. Let's open this one. Now there are 2 things. One is email template. The another one is email content. You can think of email template of more as a layout and email content to target the specific set of individuals at a time. I'm gonna click edit in builder, and this will make more sense as I talk about this. So you see, email builder comes with simple drag and drop functionality to create the email template. And this feature is really cool, and it takes less than 30 minutes to build an email template as well. So for example, I want to include an image here. All you will do is drag and drop the image here. In MCAE, like for the Lightning Email Builder, we stored images at the backend in under CMS. So I have already uploaded an image, and let's say we are gonna upload it from Salesforce CMS. And I wanna include this image here, and you'll see an image is populated. You can include other things as well. For example, you can update your content or even include more merge fields. The merge fields help you to personalize your experience with your audience. For example, instead of saying happy birthday, here is a coupon, you want to say happy birthday Alexander or happy birthday Matt. So in this one, let's say I want to include the last name as well. So I'm going to say for the first name, I want to include the merge field called last name as well. This is really simple as well. All you have to do is click merge fields. It's the recipient last name. So I'm going to say include the last name, and it will include the last name here. You can update the content as needed and hit save. One thing to note here is email preference center or unsubscribe link is required in email templates along with organization's address to stay compliant with GDPR policies. I have, give me 1 second. I think it's just taking time to save it. There you go. So we have an email template. We want to send it out. This can be done via preparing our email content. Now, as I said, email template could be like your generic layout template. Email content is something that could be developed based upon a specific set of audience. Let's say I'm going to send email to people whose birthday falls in June. Okay, now we have our email content. You can click edit in builder. Before you send this out, you can change things specific to people whose birthday fall in June. For example, instead of saying this coupon is only valid for X days, I want to say like this coupon is valid for 7 days. Okay, also enjoy a little surprise. You can update the coupon links here as well. For example, I'm gonna include a link to a website and hit save as well. So before you send the email out, you will prepare your email content specific to the people or specific to the audience you're targeting and save it. You have your email content ready. The next thing you're gonna do is send the email out. To send the email out, you can click on this send button. You'll select the campaign to link this email to a specific common initiative, which can be used to, which campaign can be used to like track your metrics at the later end as well. So let's say I'm going to say best practices webinar. You'll see select who should receive the email. For example, I want to send the email to individuals whose birthday falls in June. You can even include the separation list as well. For example, there are people in June, but there are certain people who do not want to receive the email, so you can build a list and select the list here as well. You'll select the sender of the email, like who should be the sender, and let's say I'm going to say assigned user in a case, and you can set the completion actions as well. For example, there is a link in the email. I want to say whenever someone clicks this link, they should be added to a list, and you can select the list as well. So there are certain things that you can do. You can even send it now or send it later as well. You can even click on this calculate mailable prospects and see how many people are in the list as well. I'm not going to send it at the moment, but as soon as you will click send, this will be sent out and you will be able to track your metrics. Now, as I said earlier, your email preference page or unsubscribe page is required in MCAE. You might be wondering, what are those email preference center or unsubscribe page? Well, email preference page allows prospect to opt in or opt out of specific types of marketing emails from a predefined list. It gives them control over what content they want to receive without fully unsubscribing. So for example, if I'm going to show you the screenshot over here. So this is how your preference page looks like. So there are different kind of lists, right? So we can say, okay, prospect can select, I want to receive emails about event news, but not impact stories. So they can check this box and leave it unchecked. As soon as they check it out, they will see a little pop-up saying you subscribe to event news or you unsubscribe from impact stories, etc. Well, once you send the email out, this email field will be auto-populated, and they can even see opt-out from all email communications, a link as well, which will be like a blanket opt-out as well. But as soon as they check the boxes, click Save Preferences, it will reflect directly in Salesforce as well. I'm going to go to our prospects and segmentation list here. For example, you can see like these all are like public lists because it says yes here. And I'm going to open one of these. Now, if they have opted out from the list, you will see the opted out of list will be changed to yes instead of no. And for example, you see this little icon for this prospect here, they have unsubscribed from receiving all emails. But if they have unsubscribed from a certain list, what you'll say is list name and a little icon with a cross, and this one will be grayed out. It means they have opted out from the list as well. As soon as they opt out, they will not receive emails for the specific list automatically. You don't have to do anything. It will be automatically suppressed by MCAE. So in this way, you are giving choice to people to hear from them, to let them select like what they want to hear from you and what they don't want to receive news about. Now, this is how the out-of-the-box preference page looks like, but it can be customized according to your brand as well, and it can be customized in this way. It involves like some custom layout templates as well, but this can be definitely branded as well. The next one is unsubscribe page. Unsubscribe page allows the prospect to subscribe or desubscribe from all marketing emails from your organization. So if someone clicks yes, unsubscribe, what will happen is, for example, we have, I'm going to go back to prospects tab here. We have Rachel Green's prospect, right? If Rachel unsubscribe from receiving all marketing emails, this opted out field will automatically change to true, and they will be marked as like not mailable. They will only receive operational emails, and this will reflect in Salesforce as well. For example, I'm going to click sync with CRM, and let's open the contact record here. You'll see email opt-out is checked to true as well. So you can know this from Salesforce as well, that this prospect has opted out. Again, as soon as you send the email out and if this prospect is in the list, they will be automatically suppressed from receiving any future emails as well. Now, if they click resubscribe, that email opt-out field change back to false as well. Again, this could be as simple as this, the out-of-the-box version, or it could be customized according to your brand as well. Now, moving forward, so we have sent our email out. The last part is tracking our metrics. Obviously, we have sent the emails out. We have done everything right, but we cannot measure success unless we look at the email metrics. So to track the email metrics, after you send the email out, you'll come to Account Engagement Reports tab here, expand Marketing Assets, and under the emails, you'll go to List Emails tab. You can open the email that you sent out and track your metrics directly from here. So once they start opening the emails, once the email is actually sent out, all of the metrics will be tracked. For example, total clicks, if there is any link involved, or click to open ratio, total HTML opens, if there are any bounces, or any kind of spam complaints as well. The metrics can be tracked at the campaign level as well. So once we send the email out, we linked it to the campaign, that is a common initiative. So you can track these metrics directly in Salesforce at the campaign level to see, okay, what is the open rate under the certain campaign, or how many emails delivered under the certain campaign. So you can like modify your campaign strategies accordingly. So this was basically it about our live demo. I'm going to dig into common challenges that we heard from our clients and how MCAE can help you navigate those. So the very first challenge we heard about is building and maintaining accurate audience segments can become complex as your database grows. Well, MCAE comes with dynamic lists, and we can even apply smart filters based upon engagement history, lead scores, and behavior. You can develop a habit of reviewing your segmentation strategy regularly, like on weekly or bi-weekly basis, depending upon how many segmentation lists you have, and update the rules to reflect changing goals as well as marketing trends. It is very important to use clear naming convention and manage your folders to keep everything tidy and easy to access. Now, as a tip to share here, let's say you have a need to send email to the prospect with 20 different criteria. I wouldn't recommend putting it all into a single segmentation list because it might get complex to manage it. So you might want to break down into like separate smaller segments so that you can focus like whom to send the emails out and you can manage it easily. The next one is email lands in spam folders or having low open rates. MCAE comes with a way to validate your domain to increase trust and improve deliverability. So you can say, okay, these are the only emails from which you want to send the emails out. This can be done directly in MCAE, and it helps people know, okay, the email didn't came out from some spam, it's an actual legit email. The other one is regularly removing your inactive contacts from the list, or like other things that I talked about earlier as well. For example, focusing on clear, strong subject lines, branded templates, avoid using spammy language or excessive images as well. And also IP warm-up. IP warm-up is also another piece. It is required or recommended, especially if you are sending emails. If you're sending more than 100,000 emails per month, this will help you to ensure like emails are not ending up in spam. You can also use A/B testing with your different subject lines to see what kind of emails are driving more open rates. Moving forward, large number of unengaged prospects can affect campaign performance and deliverability. Well, account engagement comes with Engagement Studio journeys to automate nurturing and keep your prospects engaged over time. You can also create segments for unengaged contexts and send them targeted low-pressure content to reignite interest as well. So you can basically build a segment and then send the email out. For example, we miss your email to see if people actually engaged with your content again or not. If not, you can remove them from MCAE. The other one is developing a lead scoring model that accurately prioritizes prospects. Well, for this one, it is actually very important to align with the sales team to understand what actions or behaviors can make a lead sales ready. For example, if there is a new subscriber in MCAE, you don't want to push it to Salesforce right away. You want to build a strategy with your sales team to understand, okay, when a subscriber can be changed to a contact or a lead so that you can initiate your business with them. The next one is regularly reviewing and adjusting your lead scoring criteria and using the combination of explicit as well as implicit factors. You want to use factors like job title, company size, email engagement, etc. to understand if this is a lead, if this prospect is sales ready or not. You don't want to overcomplicate scoring. You can start with small out-of-the-box scores and then develop as your business needs. All right, and the last one is ensuring your team fully adopts MCAE and use it effectively. Well, we always provide hands-on training and focus on key features your team will use the most, but there are some ongoing support and resources, good trailhead resources as well, which can be used as a knowledge base. And you can even schedule internal regular check-ins to see, okay, this is something that came in with new Salesforce release or how this can be done. Sometimes like talking with each other can resolve like a lot of issues as well. And the other one is encouraging your marketing and sales team to really work together in terms of managing your scoring and grading model. You want to keep training bite-sized as well, relevant to your team daily tasks so that your team feel empowered to use MCAE regularly. So in short, by addressing these challenges head on, you can make your MCAE instance work smarter for you. All right, I think that was all I had. I will open up space for questions and I'll pass it back to Caroline.
Thank you, Pearl. That was a great demo and way to highlight the challenges and common challenges that folks typically come across when implementing MCAE. I think I'll give you a break from speaking for a little bit. But in terms of like common questions that we come across, at least in the first touch with some of our prospects and clients, a lot of questions that both us and Salesforce get is, if we're a small organization, is Marketing Cloud account engagement too big for us? And how much experience do I need to effectively adopt or leverage it? And our answer is typically, there's no org too small to leverage Marketing Cloud account engagement or Salesforce. As with any new digital platform, especially marketing platforms, it will take a little bit of training and learning to navigate the system and fully adopt it. But of course, if you already have an existing Salesforce org, you're already part of the way there, since it is partially on platform, as Parul showcased in her demo. At the same time, there are free learning tools out there for you to do some learning on your own time. But of course, with a proper implementation partner, such as Belmar, we do provide training in all of our projects to both end users, but also on the administrative side as well, to support your organization grow and adopt with the variety of tools that you may be using, and Marketing Cloud account engagement being one of those. We also come across some more, I guess, technical questions or feature and functionality questions that we like to answer during our projects. And one of them is, does this marketing tool support A/B testing? What are the integration capabilities? And for those answers, I think I'm going to flip it over to Laxinder just to speak more of those, as he's dealt with quite a few of these implementations in his projects.
Thank you, Tom. So I think a couple of questions that people ask when it comes to implementation is, what do I need to prepare in advance, right? So we would say that, whatever you're using right now, that is a good fundamental basis to understand what is it that is going to be in the future. So this is where your consultant can help you as to what kind of stuff do you need to prepare in advance. Then people ask, can we set up A/B testing in Pardot or MCAE? And the answer to that question is yes. Pardot does support A/B testing for emails. So basically what you can do is you can compare two versions of an email by weighting elements like subject lines, the images or call to action buttons to see which version of the email perform better. And then you can send out the email that actually perform better. So Pardot does allow you to have A/B testing for emails. Another question that customers ask us is then, is if Pardot can support custom integrations? And the answer to that question is yes, Pardot can support custom integration by with the help of both APIs as well as like external connectors if you have any. And then another question that people ask is, oh, what happens about post-implementation? And how can I make sure that my concerns are addressed post-implementation? So I would say in that case, Salesforce has their own mechanism, help.salesforce.com. So you can raise tickets with Salesforce if you are running into any questions, or you can also reach out to your implementation partner as well. So post-implementation, you are assured support in terms of both from Salesforce and from your implementation partner. Yeah, I think these are the most commonly asked questions that people have had.
Awesome. Thanks, Laxinder. And for this next one, Laxinder or Parul, feel free to jump in. But one of the most, I guess, for folks just evaluating new tools in the digital marketing space, but also are in the Salesforce ecosystem, probably the most common thing that pops up in people's head is, which marketing tool should I go with? Because as we know, it can be a little confusing because Salesforce offers Marketing Cloud account engagement, but also just Salesforce Marketing Cloud. And of course, there's a new tool called Marketing Cloud Growth. And although they all say Marketing Cloud, they're actually different products. Laxinder or Parul, do either of you or any of you able to kind of highlight the differences between MCAE versus full Marketing Cloud and who each is tailored for?
Parul, do you want to go for it or should I?
Go for it, Lex.
So Marketing Cloud as a product is suited for, if you have a huge user database. So you're right, Tom, these three are separate products. Marketing Cloud growth uses Data Cloud as a fundamental basis to make sure that, that you get the capabilities of Salesforce Data Cloud product, so that you can also put any layers of AI that you would want, because Salesforce's Agent Force also uses Data Cloud to train its AI models. So Marketing Cloud growth is a very powerful tool when it comes to like combining the capabilities of Data Cloud as well as, marketing. Marketing Cloud account engagement is, it integrates with Salesforce. It is native. It is, easy to integrate with, etc. Now, Marketing Cloud is very advanced. It has great capabilities. Like, it is used by organizations of all sizes, from small to big organizations like Lululemon, etc. So what it does, it supports like a lot of complex features, like abandoned cart journey, as an example. Like if you put something to your cart and you have not bought it, right? So Marketing Cloud is super strong tool, which can also be used by, again, organizations of all tiers and sizes, and it is primarily a B2C tool.
Awesome. Thank you, Alexander, for that explanation. And I think that's most of, that covers most of the common questions that we get with our customers and clients around here.
Thank you all for joining today. Huge thanks to Lax, Parul, Tom for sharing your insight and knowledge here about Marketing Cloud account engagement. Like Tom mentioned, feel free to screenshot this or jot down my email should you have any follow-up questions, not only about Marketing Cloud account engagement, but anything Salesforce related or partner related. We have, of course, do more than just Marketing Cloud account engagement. Thanks for joining us. And like I said, feel free to email me if you have any other questions. Thanks all.